I would like to call upon now Dr. Renuka D. Anvekar, Chrysalis, Maths India Private Limited. So she would be speaking on education technology. A huge round of applause to Dr. Renuka. Such a nice way starting your speech and entering.
A very good afternoon. Closer to lunch, so I know which part of your body is actually affected. Can somebody let me know? Quick, because I got only 8 minutes. Stomach? Did I hear? No, sorry, it's your brain. It's losing its glucose, and I am going to talk about how math phobia can be removed from little children, coming from a company working 20 years in the field of mathematics to early learners. This is not grown-ups, when the brain has already grown up and then the abstract nature of the mathematics is troubling the child. This is not that. It is, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Have you heard that? So we start young, and this is the only company in the world, I proudly would like to say, that we have got a program which teaches mathematic concepts in a trilateral method which nobody has attempted, or even if they have attempted, they don't know why they are doing it. It is happening as a mechanical, in a mechanical manner. I come from the medical field with a Montessori diploma. So I am sure about what I'm talking. I would like to blend neuroscience along with the technology or psychology of mathematics, a teacher's purview, how you could be teaching the same subject in different methodology and get different results. Now, why do we expect a change? When we are doing the same thing repeatedly and you're not getting results, we would definitely love to change the way things are happening. Who said that? If I don't understand the way you teach, teach me in a way that I can understand. Yes? So this is where I'm coming from. I think it was Mark Twain. Too many thinkers, too many philosophers. So I get confused with Descartes and Mark Twain and all the other people also. So let us start with the most important part of the brain, as I told you, the brain. And why it is so important. Before age 6, the brain is in a very highly developmental state, and the number of neuronal connections that are happening in the brain is humongous. As I'm speaking in a minute, maybe 10,000 more brain cells are done, and at birth, all of us come in with the same number of trillion brain cells, which get pruned off when we do not expose the child to different concepts. Now, why am I saying that? Because in India, or I don't know abroad also, the preschool is mainly geared to teaching arithmetic, which is not the whole ball game in mathematics. We start ulta. The pyramid of mathematics is like this. The base is totally math concepts, which has algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and other things. The top 1/3, very small portion of 3% is arithmetic, but we start in kindergarten with numbers. Yes, why? Because the left brain, I think you have gone ahead. Oh, is it just happening? I want the previous. Yes, this is your pyramid. We are teaching from the 3%, we start this way. That is why the whole foundation is toppling, and we do not understand the abstract nature of mathematics because we aren't teaching it right. What is the meaning of an abstract subject? Very quick. I know this cannot be an interactive because I've been given 8 minutes and they're going to ring the bell like this. Abstract is something that you cannot lay your hands on. You have to understand it. Somebody give me one, please. Quickly. There was this gentleman who was talking about abstract concept. No, he had another program from 6th to 10th graders. You can never, yes, abstract. Somebody give me one. I said, give me one. Great. So what did she say? So why should we start? Mathematics being an abstract subject, and suppose only at 12 it is happening, what's happening to the pre-growing years of the child's brain from 0 to 6? Nature has provided only that window for the right brain to actually develop and come in tandem with the left brain. You are training the left brain with arithmetic all along till grade 1, and the right brain is going to come down like that. And after this period, the right brain coming up is going to be the greatest challenge for everybody, because it's not happening in a developmental manner. This comes from the Montessori method. Before age 6, what are the gateways to our knowledge? Gateways to our knowledge. How do we learn? Sorry, the touch, smell, playway, we undermine the learning capability of a child. It is the 5 sense organs which are a learning. Let it be from the Upanishads to our Vedas or memory, whatever we are doing, it starts from the 5 gateways to which. So that is why I am totally against, or in our way of teaching, playway we don't use. This is child working towards its development by using its own body, the right brain it is using as a tool. And what is the tool that we use? Mathematics. This is the only subject that can make you think. Yes or yes? No other subject. Other things you have got all, you've got your labs to provide, and even that. And we are not visual learners. Each one of us is a different, we have different prakritis. Every child has got a different, but what is common? The trillion brain cells and the 5 sense organs. God forbid if there is a problem with the child's hearing or visual, then learning cannot happen at an equal pace. But a child who is born healthy, all of them can learn at the same pace. And having been a center head and the academic head, I can guarantee you that with this iMath program, if it is inculcated in the schools, your children are going to come out without the phobia of mathematics. And what is this phobia for mathematics? Do you know that we are born only with 2 fears? The fear of falling down and the fear of loud noises. All rest of the fears are learnt behavior. When you can learn it, what can also happen? You can unlearn it. Yes? Again, I should say yes or yes. So, now, what happens in the learning pathway when fear is there? No? There are 2 pathways in which the fear travels. One is through the amygdala. Heard about amygdala? Part of the brain. That is very sensorial, very active in reptiles and in the human beings also. So when it is going through this pathway, the lower pathway of the amygdala, there is flight or flight response or a freeze response. But there is another higher cortical pathway which rationalizes the fear. I am seeing a snake. My lower cortical pathway is going to say, oh God, be scared. But the higher cortical sense is saying, array, that is not going to harm me. I have seen it as a snake. If I mind my business, it's not going to happen. Now, why does this happen? Because the child already has a previous reference of having seen a snake somewhere which was silently moving away. Get it? Same thing is going to happen in mathematics. If you do not expose the child in the younger ages to the concepts, I'm not asking you to teach them Venn diagrams. Even the drawing of the 2 sets intersecting and the intersection and set A, set B, universal set is going to offset this feeling of familiarity. As soon as I walked in here today, I rushed and looked for Chrysalis iMath. Why was I doing that? I wanted to look at my familiar face of someone who is here. And then I started looking around networking. Same thing the child does when he comes to grade 3rd and grade 4th. If he has not been exposed to these concepts in the younger ages, he is going to get afraid. That is when the memes and algebra, dilgabra and all starts that time. Because they are not familiarized. You don't have to teach them. Even the name, even the picture, even a passing reference during the previous ages can help in this familiarity, and we are always fearing only the unknown. Fear of the unknown is what is going to put us into the phobia, and the phobia is an irrational fear. There is no rationale to it. That is why. Just now, someone said, why weren't you all there when I was growing up? Even in the stalls. He said, don't mention my name. I'm not mentioning his name. He said, I was scared of mathematics. And mothers, before age 6, this is what even we, when we're teaching our children before age 6, we tell the mothers, please don't drop bombs like I was not good in mathematics. I want my child to be good. Do not use the frames and put it that, that's called neuro-linguistic programming. You put it already in the child that mathematics is a difficult subject. Doesn't happen, need not be. The joy with which he starts off. Have you seen a kindergartner ever saying that I'm scared of mathematics? Have you? They love numbers. It's only when they start coming to grade 1, if you have not exposed them to the right brain thinking, which Chrysalis iMath, our programs do. We have 3 levels, step 1, level 1, level 2, level 3, and we have upgraded it to grade 3 also. So by the time these children come out, they are familiar with most of the concept of mathematics. Was that a signal from me? Oh yes. So yes, that's what I was trying to say. and the thought flow got cut. So early exposure to the math concepts are what is going to make your children, and many schools in Bangalore have taken it up. Jain Heritage, we've been running it from 10 years, and we've got other schools also who are doing this. So thank you for your time. Lovely audience. Nobody interrupted me. Thank you. It's going to make your children, and many schools in Bangalore have taken it up. Jain Heritage, we've been running it from 10 years, and we've got other schools also who are doing this. So thank you for your time. Lovely audience. Nobody interrupted me. Thank you.
We love you too, Mama. Please stay back. I would like to call upon Miss Anshul Vasandani, the Senior Vice President, Curriculum Development, Vib Gayor Group of Schools. A huge round of applause. And of course, the phobia of math is gone. We love you too, ma'am.